Hello, everyone, and welcome to my English class, Learn with Dr. M. Today, we're going to talk about vocabulary in context and where you can use sentence frames to help students to revise their answers and also use student background to help them learn the language. Let's say students often understand new vocabulary in class when we teach, but forget it when they need to speak. When you use sentence frames, we can help them solve this problem. Let's say you have student in class and then you give them just a list of words. They might not be able to get it, not be able to process it. So vocabulary should be taught in context and revised through sentence frames. Sentence frames give students structures, confidence, and accuracy while they communicate. And as teachers, if we do that, we're doing a great service to our students. When I say context, many people might give different definition to that word. You may call it context-based, competency-based approach, communicative language teaching. But for me, what matters the most is that every learning object must have a social function, and students are more successful when they are drawn from their lived experiences or environment. When I say context-based, or I would call it culturally sustaining. That means whatever we give, whatever we use as an example to help them learn must derive from the student's context, things they're familiar with. Let's say we present the vocabulary through real situations, not just word lists as in a dictionary. If it's a word list, let's give them a dictionary. Let's use the word tip. After eating at the restaurant, I left a tip. My friend gave me a tip to pass the exam. And students listen and identify the two meanings from the context. And let's go. You need to help them learn. And you ask some questions. Is tip money or advice based on the sentences? And then you can tell them tip can mean pourboire or a useful piece of advice. That means something you give to the waiter or a waitress at a restaurant, or you give to someone who has done some good service to you. And then we can give them some sentence frames to revise and practice the word tip in both contexts. And you write on the board, usually leave a tip when one tip for passing exams is, and when you do that, students choose the meaning and complete the sentences. They can do it in writing or orally, and practice the meaning, the structure, and the pronunciation at the same time. As teachers, this helps our learners to learn, and it also helps make our job easier. And they might have some follow-up question. Why, when, and where? And then they work with their peers. It keeps the vocabulary active and communicative. And we do that to help our learners learn better and also take some load off our shoulders. The sentence frame that we give to students are not answers. They're support that helps students speak and revise vocabulary accordingly. And remember, we should always teach vocabulary in context, revise it with sentence frames, and our student will speak with more confidence. Thank you.